It's locked.
Na, oder?
So you have questions about the flu then?
Oh.
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
Es ist gerade... Oh. Ich habe die Straße runter in ein indisches Restaurant und Sommer ist immer so die Zeit, wo ich am schlimmsten gefoltert werde, weil es riecht so gut. Ich habe jetzt gerade wieder diesen würzigen Currygeruch in der Nase und oh, ich könnte am liebsten jetzt da sofort hinlaufen und alles essen.
Mrs. Fishburne, are you in need of any medical assistance?
I am afraid I am, Doctor. I don't feel well at all.
Then let me give you a prescription.
I thank you for your generosity, sir. It's something this part of town truly needs.
Jo. Passt schon.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter, and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Okay.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
Oh.
How do you pay the rent then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Okay, sie erholt sich. Dann gehen wir
Goodbye,
wieder.
Miss Fishburne. Take care of yourself.
Und bestehen wir sie noch
It's
weiter.
locked,
So,
all
so ist
right.
verschlossen.
In the back of that head, sir. Gentlemen are easy targets in these.
Ja. Und arme, leistende Frauen auch. Zumindest für mich. Aber hier ist ja eh nichts mehr. Okay, wieder. Oh.
I'm not sure the epidemic is what worries people most these days.
So, jetzt mal so war diese blöde Kette zu finden. So ein perfektes Eckchen dafür. Aber nicht das Richtige.
Good evening, Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Du bist gesund. Ja,
Goodbye, Mr.
das-
Fishburne.
War jetzt ein langes Gespräch. Hier finde ich auch nichts.
This is despicable.
But now everything seems under control.
So, wir suchen weiter.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the
Da
blame.
war was. War da was? Da war nichts.
All these murders.
Pleasure, sir.
You again. What do you want?
Alles. Schon Klick. I. Oh!
I know you believe monsters are real, Booth.
They are. I know, I saw one, but no one believes me.
Tell me what you saw.
It was a few years ago. Clay Cox was still the boss then. He'd sent me to the shipyard to find out who was stealing tools and ropes at night.
Go on.
First, I thought it was an old lady with a limp. It looked frail and crooked. Then I saw it grab a bloody beam and lift it like it was a stick. I shouted. It looked straight at me.
Do you know what it was?
It was all eyes and long teeth, but I couldn't see its face. I shot at it when it moved towards me and I hit it. And then it jumped and vanished in the shadows.
You could have imagined all that. These docks can be so gloomy at night. With the fog and the wind and the boats creaking.
No, Doctor. That night I saw the fucking sewer dog for real. It's not a beast like the stories say. It's the ghost of an old woman. Bullets can't stop it. But no one believes me.
Are your friends mocking you?
Even Edwina told me once to never speak about it, but I know what I saw. And it wasn't human. Not human at all.
Jo, da könnte er recht haben.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. But she says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Okay.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Das bringt mich jetzt aber nicht weiter an dieses blöde Kettchen.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gangs, the epidemics.
Haben wir jetzt mal da hoch. Ah, nur Geld. Kann ich vielleicht für das Geld eine neue kaufen? Was soll er machen? Das ist Rufus. Das ist Seymour. Ach, da war ich doch eben erst. Dann laufen wir hier unten weiter.
The fog's been hiding them of late.
Achso, der sitzt da. Da ist zu.
It's locked.
Jo. Da liegt eine Kiste. Oh, nicht das Richtige.
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
Okay. Man sieht jetzt gar nichts mehr.
Goodbye, sir.
Ach, weil wir jetzt da... Okay, gut. Also eigentlich nicht gut. Jetzt sind wir wieder da. Gut. Eigentlich nicht gut. Falsch. So, zurück. Uns haben wir alle. Der. Also nix. Komme ich da irgendwie hin oder war ich da eh schon? So nett, doch einer ist mal da was verliert. So, ich mich kenne, war ich da eh schon. Nee. Da ist nur der Fluss. Hallo Katze. Da ist auch verschlossen, oder?
I cannot enter.
Some call this the bad part.
Ach, das ist eh das Gleiche. Das ist die alte. Ich quatsch mit dem nochmal.
Good evening, Mr. Woodby.
Good evening to you, my young doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Das
People
ist der
used to feel
Kater.
safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Komm.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member.
I was their leader for a time, believe it or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
Okay.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Okay.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
I'm sure a district as colourful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though. Despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right, too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout, if you catch my meaning.
Okay. Was haben wir noch? Persönliche Fragen?
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
With everything that's happened recently, the war, the Spanish flu, I must concede that these are difficult times.
A few nights ago, I saw a kid eating a rat. He was right in front of one of those abandoned houses nearby. Just chewing on a living rat's insides.
Die Frage ist, hat er nicht vielleicht mich gesehen, die Ratte essen? Hm. Er ist gesund. Oh, den möchte ich kennen. Aber, nee, okay, ja.
Tell me everything you know about the God of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Was?
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys, Archer. I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. But we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbeard? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reed, but I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
So, das war's.
Goodbye, sir.
Der kann ihn verknicken vor allen Dingen. Ich mache jetzt etwas sehr doofes. Nein, mache ich nicht. Oh. Ich mache mich jetzt auf den Weg. Falsch. Sag mal, wo bist du jetzt, Vieh?
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
So. Unteres Temmelufer, Status bedenklich. Ja, hier ist alles bedenklich. Kiefer knackt. Moment, ich muss gleich mal schauen. Ach, shitty, fuck. Ich muss hier da lang. Ich muss jetzt in die andere Richtung laufen. Genau. Da. Es lädt wieder. Sorry. Kat hat gerade geweckt. Okay.
It's locked.
Da komme ich schon nicht raus, wenn ich hier fertig bin. Nein, nein. Da. Viele Wahl habe ich ja nicht hier. Ja, das ist auch das hier. Telefon.
I have this thirst for blood. This is despicable. I have this
Ja, ja, du hast Durst. Ich mache das aber nur, um mich aufzuleveln. Also aufzuleveln, um mich ein bisschen mit Blut voll zu pumpen. Mal schauen, ob ich das jetzt schaffe. Nicht zu nah ran. Also doch nah ran, aber nicht immer nah ran. Immer weiter weg, lieber.
I cannot enter.
Okay. Okay.
You shall learn to respect the laws of Ascalon. My power you cannot comprehend.
Oh, zurück, 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 zurück. Nam, 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 nam. Komm, hau. Noch ein Schlag. Beiß. Das brauchst du, das brauchst du, das brauchst du.
Whence you vanished, I'll slaughter these skulls while singing your name.
Oh. Nein, nein.
I shall snap like a hair's
Oh. Aber ich habe mich nicht so schlecht geschlagen, behaupte ich jetzt. Das Problem ist, ich bin auch Level 18 nur. Ich wurde besiegt.